In this slide, we are going for the study of the methods of estimation. Explain methods of estimation. The following are the methods of estimation. Number one, long and short wall method. It is also called as out to out and in to in wall method or individual wall method. Number two, center line method. First, we have to study about the long and short wall method. Out to out and in to in wall method or individual wall method. In this method, the walls along the length of the rooms are considered as the long walls. Generally, whenever you are taking a rectangular room, along the length of the wall is higher than the width of the room. Walls along the width or breadth of the room is considered as a short wall. While calculation of length of long wall is the dimension of wall is taken from center to center of the item. So it is called as out to out, but the length of short wall is taken inside the wall. So you can call as in to in method. Or you are taken long wall is separately as well as short wall is separately. So this method is also called as individual wall method. In this method, every wall is to be considered separately, so that this wall is also known as individual wall method. Suppose sometimes there is a different rooms are there, you can call it as a cross walls. Long wall, short wall, and other wall called cross wall. How to calculate the length of long wall? Length of long wall, L is equals to center to center distance of long wall plus half of the width of item plus half of the width of the item. So here you can calculate you are adding the width of the item, 50% width of the item on left side and 50% width of the side on the right side, so that it is called out to out. When any joint or any corner, if you are considered newly, it is you can take half of the width of the item. It is already considered means you have to deduct. It to be considered means it's a new means you have to add. It's a old means you have to deduct. Length of short wall, LS is equals to center to center distance of long wall minus of half of width of item minus of half of width of item. So this method is also known as short wall method. Why? Because you are deducted. If the already in the long wall you are considered means it is newly is over. So once it is considered means it's a old, that is called minus. Quantity of item of work you have to calculate it by using the formula as number of long walls, that is called NL, into LL, that is length of long wall, into B, breadth of the item, into height or depth or thickness of the item of the work. Similarly, you are calculating the quantity of item of work under short walls. NS is the number of short walls. LS means length of short wall. B is equals to breadth of the item, and H is equals to height or depth or thickness of the item. Here, breadth and thickness or breadth and height or breadth and depth are similar to long wall as well as short wall. When you want to calculate the total quantity of work, any item of work, you have to submit the total quantity of work under long walls plus total quantity of work under the long walls. Suppose if there is any cross walls are there, you have to be add up sum of the quantity of the work under long walls, comma, or next one is the short wall and cross walls. But there are some limitations for this method. This method is tedious and time taken in calculation. However, this method is a very tedious method. That means it can take more time to complete the preparation of detailed estimate. Why? Because if the number of long walls are increased, so that you have to calculate it every time you have under the long wall separately as well as under cross walls as well as short walls. So that this method is a very lengthiest and tedious method to complete the work. In this method, the calculations are easy, but method total completion is very difficult, time taken, but this method is very easy. It means you are calculating wall by wall means there is no chance of any difficulty. But whenever you are taken the wall by wall means if you are ignoring any wall, that quantity will not be considered. That is very, very important. This method is suitable for all types of walls, that is dissimilar walls. What is meaning of dissimilar wall means if any construction you can see here, interior and exterior walls are not uniform. So that when the walls are not uniform, you can take first one similar walls or similar construction first time, and then you can take the other different thickness walls again, and you can take individually. That is the difference. The second method is called center line method. This method is easy and quicker in calculation. The special attention is required at junctions. Calculate the accurate center line of rooms for accuracy. But this method is one of the easiest method in calculation of the detailed estimate or quantity of items of work in the construction. But a special care you have to take, that is, what are the junctions, what are the corners. If you are taken the junctions or corners are not uniform, automatically problem will go wrong. So corner means it's a L. It's a alphabetical letter is L, either what are the left or right or top or bottom. Here you can see here. The number of junctions are calculated as follows. These are the corners. If you can take a one-roomed building, these are called corners. This is the L. It is 0. There is no junctions at all in this room. Suppose you have taken a two-roomed building. Here is a L is a corner, L is a corner, L is a corner, L is a corner. But here is a one alphabetical letter is T. It's a alphabetical letter. It is a maybe up or down. What are the shape? It is a T. So alphabetical T is wherever it is there. It is called 1. So total number of junctions are 2 here. Next you are coming to the third one. It's a all rooms are in a proper way. Here is the total number of junctions are 6. Why? Because T. 4 T's are there means 4 junctions. Here is a plus means 1 T here, 1 T here. So total number of junctions are 6. So it may be sometimes staggered rooms, sometimes staggered rooms also present here. But it's a totally rooms are distributed in a proper way. But sometimes you are getting the staggered rooms also. But wherever it is the T, wherever the alphabetical letter will be there, it's 1 junction. Wherever the alphabetical letter is L, it is a 0 because it's a corner. In the center line method, first we have to evaluate what is the total center line length of the building. How to calculate means you have to add up all the summation, all the center line lengths of the all walls, either short wall, long wall and cross walls also. Sum of center line lengths of long walls, short walls as cross walls also there. Next one. How to calculate the length of a wall means length of wall under any item, that means L is equals to L dash minus of N into 0.5 times of width of item. Suppose if I am calculating the earthwork in execution, then you can calculate the length of item means length of total length of wall under this one means L dash means total center line length into N is the number of junctions, 0.5 is the formula into B means it's a width of item. So this 0.5 means if you are taken the one time, that means you have to add up you have to deduct 0.5 wherever the junctions are present. N is equals to total number of junctions, B is equals to width of the item or item of the work. Total quantity means here the N is equals to 1, but L into B into H, where B and H is the same as the long and short wall method. L you are calculated in the above step. Why you are taking N means you are calculating the entire walls are into one unit, so it is called 1. So that, but this method is a very simplest method if you are calculating the accurate number of junctions, accurate center line length of the building. Then its value is very easy to calculate. But there are some limitations of this method. This is simple and more accurate when correct number of junctions are considered and little time is taken in calculation. But whenever you are calculating the number of junctions and total center line length will accurately measured, automatically you are getting the total quantity of work in one step. So it's a time consuming is very low. It's a little time in calculation methodology. This method calculations are very easy. Why? Because you are getting the total quantity of work in one step. So this method is calculations are very easy. This method is suitable for all types of similar walls. But if there is a dissimilar walls are there, this method is somewhat difficult. But whenever the walls are similar type, that means uniform thickness are there, this method you can calculate in one step. Here I am giving one problem, that is how to calculate the number of junctions. But here the rooms are the dissimilar, that means staggerly they are project. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many T's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total number of T's are there 6. 6 into 1 is 6. You are getting the total number of junctions of 6. This is a corner, this is a corner, this is a corner, this is a corner. So everywhere, whenever you are preparing the total center line, the building plan, automatically you can calculate the number of junctions are very easily. So that before going into this problem, first you have to prepare the center line of the building. Then you have to calculate the what are the number of junctions or what is the number of corners are there. So by this way, you are calculating the total number of junctions or corners and total center line length of the building. So once you know this one, you can go for the any problem very easily.